Colonel Tom Parker was the manager of Elvis, but is also known as his killer. He entered the U.S. without a passport and was living there illegally, a guy who has always been a mystery. Elvis liked him and called him a fine person, but the Memphis Mafia seemed to have contradicting views. They certainly did not like him and blamed him for what happened to Elvis. Lamar Fike believes that Tom Parker was the most degenerate gambler ever. He loved playing roulette, and Lamar recited several incidents which proved this as well. Once he lost over $1 million in just an hour and a half.
Was one of the most degenerate gamblers I've ever known in my life. He played roulette and would put chips on every number. He would play craps and bet the horn, the center. One night I was up about, I think I was up $50,000, $60,000. Remember, I was running the crap table crazy, and he came up and took my money and put it on Don't Pass. And I threw a 7 and lost it all. One pop. And I wanted to throw up, but I couldn't.
Sonny West recited quite a funny story when Tom Parker asked him about a roulette number. Sonny's wife was pregnant and the child was due on 24th September. So Sonny told him the number 24, and it actually turned out to be true. Tom Parker had just put 2 chips there, while Sonny had put a lot more on the other numbers. So he quickly stood up and asked Sonny that why he didn't say that he was sure about the number. Tom seemed quite passionate about gambling. Larry Geller had a lot more to reveal about Tom Parker. He said that he got away from Elvis's world from 1967 to mid-1972. He said that Tom did not like him being around Elvis and thought that Larry had an intention to remove Tom from Elvis's life and become his manager instead. Larry, on the other hand, just wanted Elvis to wake up and see the reality. He wanted Elvis to do the things he wanted. Larry believes that Elvis actually had a plan to fire Tom Parker during the end time of his life and even wanted to start a whole new career with a new lifestyle. Jerry Schilling also had something to say about Tom Parker. He was shocked to see one of Elvis's shows, a CBS Special. This was because Elvis was not in a condition to perform. He was too ill, which reflected in his performance and face as well. He called up Tom Parker to confront him and asked him that why is he allowing Elvis to perform in such a condition. Tom simply replied that he has to give him offers. It is his job.
I said, how could you? He said, I put an offer out there that was ridiculous. And I took it to Elvis and he wanted to do it. The point is that he wasn't in great shape when I left. When I saw that, man looked like he was going to die. And of course he did. But he didn't look like that when I left. And when I saw him in Maryland, he looked pretty good.
Larry told another bizarre incident. Elvis was having quite a hard time with his health and Tom Parker was gambling. He was playing the Wheel of Fortune game and he was as casual as if nothing was happening around him. Tom actually even called Larry to sit alongside him and be his lucky charm. Larry did not feel comfortable and left as his priority was attending Elvis. That night, Tom actually lost $1.5 million. When Elvis, the man himself, came to know about this, he was shocked as well. But he went on to say that Tom actually has him and will use him as a ransom. He will make him do shows in Vegas, which Elvis never liked to do. Larry told another story, and this was quite a shocking one. It makes you think that how insensitive a human can be. So Elvis actually had a show, but he was quite ill. Elvis was having some serious health concerns and was having trouble sleeping. His fever was catching up and he was in a terrible shape. Colonel came to their room to check on Elvis. Larry thought the Colonel will either cancel the show or make amendments seeing the bad shape of Elvis. But shockingly to him, the opposite happened. Tom came and simply made a statement saying that all that matters to him is Elvis performing that night.
The door opened up, Colonel Parker walks up to me, we stand toe to toe, and he stares coldly into my eyes. He says, now you listen to me. The only thing that's important is that man is on stage tonight. He turned around and walked out. My heart sank. He didn't care. He didn't care. What about Elvis? What about Elvis?
Larry was stunned to see the lack of humanity in Tom and had just one question. What about Elvis? Larry strongly believes that Elvis should have fired Tom years ago. Lamar Fike has strong views about the Colonel and blamed him for Elvis's death.
The thing that kept Elvis going was from one thing to the other. What happened to him is Colonel let him die of apathy. And I blame Tom Parker as more as I blame anybody in this world for putting him the way he did, because Tom Parker was an illegal alien and would not go out of the country. And as a consequence, we stuck our ass over here forever. Had he toured the world outside the United States, he has still been fucking alive.
Did Colonel Tom Parker's addiction for gambling and selfish nature take away the life of the king of rock and roll? All Tom cared about was Elvis doing shows and making money. But did he care about Elvis? Do tell us in the comments. For today, we conclude this video. Meet you next time.